this moment to transition into like how can they equip them to actually get out of poverty, but without just giving them something.
Yeah.
We understand that there's those temporary moments where you have to have something like a hot meal, or you have to have some things to help you, but there's a process that will eventually get you to where you're able to re-enter into the job force and be able to be a good employer. And that's one thing that we've seen, that you guys are moving that torch.
Right. For those that don't know that might be joining us online, we have a whole nother campus. As you said, most people think of the mission, they think of this location we're at now, a shelter, where it's 200 beds for those that are homeless on a nightly basis. But at the refuge, there's 110 beds for men and women to go through a year-long recovery program, and that's what you all feel like is the expectation from your perspective of those that you want to serve with that are trying to get people out of that lifestyle. And of course, that's why we do it as well.
Yeah.
What have you seen for better, for worse this year among, on the street corner or at Quick Trip, or what are some of the things that your folks are concerned about when it comes to homelessness?
There's been a lot of transition over the last month or so of just different things that are happening and stuff. And honestly, we have people in our congregation that are on different sides of this. They're not. It's not just like one particular area, and they have questions and they want to talk through that. But that's one thing that they see that is unifying in the situation, is that everybody wants to see them be able to have a next step without just giving something. I know it seems to be different downtown. Like I was noticing earlier when I was driving around, there does seem to be less that I noticed. Have y'all seen that here?
Well, there's still a displacement from the governor's encampment cleanup. There's still folks kind of spread out. Where what happened as a result of that Operation Safe. The silver lining, we didn't agree with the timing or not knowing that was going to happen. Some unjust things happened, but there was a silver lining that brought, within a few days, about 60 new guests here to the shelter. And that brought people inside that wouldn't otherwise have come in. They might have been not wanting to come in and kind of got forced to for a period of time. And some of those folks have stayed. So that could contribute to maybe seeing less out in other spots, which is great. This is where they need to be, and we always try to compel them in. We always struggle with those that make it easy, equipping folks to stay out. We don't want them to be in danger or in harm's way, but we don't, on the other hand, want to make it comfortable for them to stay there, because we don't believe that we'd characterize that as the pig pen kind of spot. And God created them for a purpose, and we want them to find that purpose and be much more rewarding for them.
Have y'all been at like max capacity here?
Yes. Always on max capacity here. We have half of our beds at this site are allocated to what we call the Overcomers program, and it's a transitional program for those that don't need to go to the refuge. That a lot of them are working, and they're on a merit system. They can stay here and get a guaranteed bed while they're working to save money to get back into housing. Some of them have legal barriers, but they still don't need to go to a year-long recovery at refuge. They're here, so that's been a change for us here. And so that other half of the beds are for nightly guests that come, on a daily basis. And that number has been maxed out. The newly homeless, or new to us homeless, and it stays that way because we have the best food in town, and we treat people well here, trying to get them in their, say, this is nice, I feel human again. What's next? And then next is recovery, housing. We build hope. That's what we say. We grow hope. Yeah.
Well, like you're saying, on your meals, that's one thing that our congregation has noticed when they come to volunteer, is just how well things are done, how well they're you guys prepare them to serve. And then that's just been some of the good feedback that we've had. And then I think once they start coming out, then they kind of go back to our congregation and kind of spread it around. We're like, hey, this is a great area to get plugged into.
Well, your church has been the perfect scenario of that energy being contagious, for volunteerism, for prayer, for support at every level. It's just been a perfect kind of relationship, and it speaks to the leadership of your church and you, and creating that culture of service, and we really appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, I know also the youth center too. I want to brag on the youth center for a second, because some people don't realize that one. Like, we love coming for the VBS and that, and then we have some others that just love going down there.
Right. For those on the live stream, we have a family and youth center. That's kind of our prevention part of the mission. Again, lesser known part of what we do. So I appreciate you mentioning that. The youth leadership, I'm looking at our roster here. They'll be here tonight, 8:30, 8:45. And that'll be a handful of those kids that have come through that program since they were in elementary school.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'll interview some of them, and they're going on to college, some of them. We're encouraging them to, don't try to escape the inner city and go somewhere else and just worry about your own family, but, get your education, come back here and impact your neighbors that you grew up with, and let's improve this community for everybody. And they're buying into that, and we really appreciate that. So how can we serve you all better, engage you better? Is there anything that you guys have thought about? I know I always say for this interview thing, it's the good, the bad, the ugly. It can be hard conversations too. We've got just a couple minutes left. Anything I've forgotten to talk about?
I mean, I don't think, but one thing that I say the biggest challenge for us sometimes is trying to get the word out to everything that's available to volunteer.
Yeah.
I think that's always our biggest struggle, is because it can be all the way from helping mow out at Refuge to serving a meal down here, but trying to how do we get that broad opportunities that are there to volunteer out to our congregation. I think that's always just the hardest thing for us to always communicate all that's there.
Yeah. Your men's group was just out your women are out there every week, women's group's out there every week, but the men's group, we were having a car show for our donated vehicle ministry out front, and you guys were out back moving mulch in the chapel, and behind the scenes, no photography, no video, just out there serving the Lord and helping the mission.
That was a good thing. And what I loved about that one too is we had some of our dads that brought some of their sons along to do that, and being able to see them serve alongside each other, and that was a very good afternoon. Thank you for that opportunity.
Yeah, I just got to talk to them for a minute, but I sure am thankful for them. And I was out there yesterday. We did our prayer breakfast out there yesterday with our staff launching our fall. Didn't feel very fall, but it was a little chilly in the morning yesterday, but it looked so nice, those guys, the work that they did out there. So. Well, Brad, we're thankful for you all always. Thank you for my Gatorade. It's going to be warm for a few hours here. We know how involved you are, and the ladies almost always talk about at their graduations those mentoring relationships that they've built with your congregants. And we know it's rewarding both ways, and you all always are humble about that, but it really blesses our ladies. It creates additional fabric of support and the safety net that they need for their recovery, and it's essential, and we're really thankful for it.
We're thankful for you guys so much.
Yeah. We'll until next time, thanks for being here.
All right, thank you.
Yep. There's fidget spinners, cross ones if you have kids or about yourself.
I do. I have two boys. I'll take one. Yeah.
So I've told everybody, we're in the similar age group. Not to, I think you're younger, but I told everybody, don't worry. It hasn't been a year. It was January that we did this last.
Was it?
Yeah.
We were trying
so
to think about it.
I keep saying it wrong, that the second annual or all that kind of stuff. But we did the pilots, conversations on the bench in 26 degrees, whatever that was.
Right, it was cold.
Really cold. Yeah.
I remember because I was thinking I wore a sweatshirt last year, and then
Yeah.
today I thought it might be kind of chilly, but
Yeah.
I was like, nah.
Well, it's going to get
actually
there,
not.
but I think for now it's been a little warm.
Yeah.
This one, there was like 13 mission CEOs that did that one pilot,
Yeah.
but there's over 120 doing it around the nation
Yeah, that's
today.
what they were saying. That's
So,
incredible. That's
yeah,
great.
I'm excited about
Great
that.
momentum.
Yeah, hopefully
for
we
that.
create some buzz on things, and
I had somebody in the office today that was asking me if I'd heard about it, and I said,
Yeah.
actually, I'm going today.
yeah,
So,
good.
so
good.
people
You
are
were on top of it.
people are knowing something.
Yeah, I didn't know, and I actually saw a contradiction to this earlier. It's like World Mental Health Day tomorrow, but
Right.
from our frame of reference, it's World Homeless Action Day also
Right.
tomorrow. I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't even know about the other. Maybe it's a version of both,
Yeah.
but that's why they picked this time frame.
Oh, that's perfect.
And once we all get into November, it gets pretty crazy with
Yeah.
all the stuff that we're doing. I'm personally dying to hear about the Fairgrounds with City Lights Foundation, City Lights everything. How are things going from under the bridge to the village?
Yeah.
I think our constituents are watching and want to hear about it. A lot has changed for you since January, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So tell us all about it.
We've been very busy
The
this
time is yours.
last few months or whatever. So under the bridge, we're still serving
Yeah.
about 300 to 350 people every week.
Yeah.
I think we had a really big mobilization year last year, so I think part of the work we do is building relationships,
Yeah.
meeting neighbors where they're at, providing resources and things like that.
Right.
The other part of that for our Nightlight Tulsa program is really mobilization
Yeah.
and getting people in proximity to each other. And
Yeah.
so we mobilized over 5,000 people under the bridge serving with us last year, which I thought was pretty incredible.
That is, that's
So
amazing.
I think we battle a lot of stigmas, but when we're able to sit with each other
Yeah.
and have a conversation, we can break down those stigmas. We can see each other as humans,
Yep.
as God's children,
Yep.
as all of those things, and connect. And so I think that's a big piece of what we do under the bridge, as much as the resources
Yeah.
that we provide. So,
Yeah.
so that's going well. We're busy doing that. I
Yeah.
think over the last few weeks, couple months, whatever, with all the stuff that's been happening here in Tulsa,
Yeah.
we've seen an increase in both the guests that we're serving, some new people,
Okay.
just being displaced and stuff like
Yep,
that, as
us
well
too.
as new volunteers that have seen some of those actions and think,
Yeah.
I want to be part of a solution that's real, and I want to understand what's going on in a
Yes.
different way. And
That's
so,
great.
Yeah, that's
Silver linings,
mobilizing
right?
people, right? We got to take them where we can get
That's right,
them, for
that's right.
sure.
Yeah.
And then, we still have our housing stability program, so we've
Yeah.
got about 70 neighbors across 40 different apartment complexes throughout Tulsa,
Yeah.
walking with all of them, and then, of course, our village.
Yeah.
So we've
Yeah.
just announced our public piece of our capital campaign
Yes.
a few weeks ago.
Well done, by the way.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
So our campaign theme is homefulness.
Yeah.
So when we really think about moving from hopelessness to hopefulness and
Yeah.
from homelessness to homefulness, and really embodying what that means as we help people lift out of homelessness, and so
Yeah.
and all of the complexities that go
Yeah.
with that. So $26.1 million campaign. We've raised just around 19 million, so we have
Oh, wow.
a little bit, 7 million left
Yeah.
to go,
Yeah.
but are hoping to
That's
move
great.
people in next summer, late summer, early fall.
Yeah. It's wonderful. I knew you were at it. I knew you were busy at it, but I didn't know how it was going. And I know how silent phases of campaigns are.
Yeah,
so you have
they're quiet.
You're supposed to be quiet, yeah. But I'm sure it's hard. You want to celebrate and get it going sooner than later. But
Yeah.
I know you've been patient, and we're so happy to see it coming together.
Yeah.
And
Well, thank you. We're
things
excited.
are coming, building concrete, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, we've got about 30 houses up in different phases coming along, and about to pour the foundation for the community center. So
Okay.
we're getting there. The silent phase is such a funny place, because you have all of this generosity that has come in or is coming in, and you want to celebrate those people who are
Publicly and
stepping
otherwise.
up, and but then you're also like, well, we're not ready yet for everyone to know, but
Yeah.
we're ready now.
Yeah. I wonder about those campaign consultants on these things sometimes. when you're a grassroots type of organization, which you are, I wonder about them. But we have to follow the experts' advice, right?
Yeah, we're letting the experts be the experts.
Yes.
And we'll stay in our lane. But.
So remind me the schedule. I know it's out there, but and you said it a little bit, but just elaborate on when you expect to be having occupants.
So right now we're building out phase 1, which is 30 homes and the community center. The community center will take all the way to the end of summer, so we won't move people in until that is done, because we truly believe that it's not just about putting a roof over somebody's head, but it's about community and having those resources wrapped around them.
Right.
And so that should finish up at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
We'll roll into phase 2, which is the second 45 homes, probably in the winter.
Okay.
So we're hoping that everything is finished, all 75 homes, the community center, both laundry facilities, all of the things.
Yeah.
So that when people move in, it is done and stable, and we can really focus on the people that we're caring for and the culture that we're setting.
Yeah.
So we're hopeful that that'll all be ready by late summer or early fall.
Okay.
Yeah. So. We're ready.
Lessons you can share, and we can talk offline about this. Debriefing, lessons learned on community engagement in that spot.
Oh, goodness.
I know it's been a process.
Yeah, I mean...
Is it too soon? Maybe too soon. That's fine. You can say that too.
No, it's not too soon.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's a valuable conversation. You know, we see NIMBY in so many different aspects.
Right.
And we were even just talking here, like, what will change here with the things that y'all are having come in and move around you and things like that. And I will forever believe that proximity to people changes hearts.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can't get that proximity. It can't be one-sided. It has to be both sides.
Yeah.
And so I think the lessons I've learned, and am still learning, of course, are around staying steady.
Yeah.
Doing what you say you're going to do, and doing it well, and taking time with the people that are willing to take time. And then for those that won't, it's not a place of bitterness or anything like that. It's more of a place of, like, I see you, and I understand that for you this may be a place of fear or a place of not knowing. And so I have a responsibility to prove that I can do this and do this well, and to listen when you have concerns and things like that. But I don't think we can let that, like, stall or stop movement forward.
No, that wouldn't be right.
Right.
Yeah.
And so and I'm still learning, and I think we'll always continue to learn in this space. But when we look at NIMBY, we can look at several arguments that are always the same. It doesn't matter what state you're in, what arena you're in.
That's right.
Those are always the same. And so I just think we have a lot of work to do in telling the story and putting people in proximity.
That piece, do what you say you're going to do, is going to be everything, because you will. Yeah. And for whatever it's worth, we had that same experience at our Family and Youth Center on MLK. Yeah. Across from Burroughs Elementary. They're right there by the elementary school. So you can imagine all the same things. Picketed. We were picketed. We had like a group. And so, became members of the neighborhood association and served alongside and fought some other things, got them off fighting the mission, and it wound up being volunteers ultimately and all that. I'm just looking forward to you having you do and will have those supporters.
Yeah, and we're more and more, I'll get phone calls. I got a phone call last week that was, somebody that has a family member that's experiencing homelessness and was asking, like, how they would be eligible and things like that. And before she got off the phone, she's like, hey, I said a lot of ugly things and I'm just really sorry. It just takes people. Yeah. Like, we have to be consistent. We have to love people consistently. No matter what is being thrown at us.
You don't get to be human.
We don't have to not have healthy boundaries for ourselves, because I think that there can be a lot of trauma that happens when you're being picketed or you're being picked out or posted online, your face and everything, and all these things that aren't true about you. But I think we have to, we're about people and we're about relationships, and those aren't always easy or clean, and so I try to remind myself to be consistent. Yeah. So I mess up a lot, but
well, me too. Me too. It's sometimes being authentic and transparent can get you in trouble. And I'm guilty of that, trying to just connect with people.
Yeah.
So I have appreciated I've been back involved at Away Home for Tulsa more this year, and going to continue that. I think I'm going to miss next week for something, but I'm always appreciate, even in that group, which is all the home folks, that you speak up when something doesn't seem right. How do you? And I'm not saying character. I don't want to focus on that part because you do the right thing no matter what, and I identify with that. But how do you think we're doing as a general rule, and where are you as a member of the leadership group? How are you? What are you leaning into?
I mean, I think we always have work, right? We always have so much work ahead of us. I think it's such a balance of speaking up when you feel like things need to be aligned, as well as making sure that that's balanced with relationships and connection, because if we are just always like misaligned or not agreeing on something, then it pulls us farther apart in what the mission is. We know everybody in that room is working really hard, doing what they think is right for our neighbors and for our city. And so I think we have to remind ourselves that we're all different, but we all have the same goals. Just the way that we get there is different sometimes. So I think we're doing, I love that we have more and more people that are participating in that group.
Agreed.
I think we have a lot of space to have more voices be heard. And I think, as a group, as a coalition across Tulsa, I think we have to figure out how to tell the stories better. I think we have to...
Stories are everything, aren't they?
And I think we miss some opportunities with that. And so...
We're responding to the allegations and the concerns. And we got to talk about the majority that are doing great, or not doing great, but maybe doing good. And it's not even always about like what we're doing, but it's who we're with and why we're with them, and that piece of that of their stories that we so great. I'm so grateful that we get to walk along with people and that they trust us with those stories. But we just sometimes that helps with some of the stigmas that we're facing when we introduce others into that. So I agree. Well, I always learn something being at those groups, and you never regret, even when you're busy, taking time to hear somebody else's story and what they're excited about. So on that note, we know the village is coming along. You must be excited. What are you looking forward to this fall, this next year?
Well, we're going to be painting some houses pretty soon, so I'm excited about that.
The new ones? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, cool. Volunteer opportunities.
I think for me, this has been such a long, studied, hard a lot of times process. I'm really trying to stay in the moment with it. Like I'm thinking forward, obviously, like who do we need to hire, what do we need to do, those type of things. But in these different celebrations, I'm like trying to remember to celebrate those pieces.
Wise.
Because I think it's easy to like just be like moving to the next thing. At least it is for me. And so
I agree.
When we did our public kickoff, I was like, I want to remember the people that were here and the things that were said and the things we did and what we were talking about and the celebration of raising what we've raised and all of that. And so I'm really just trying to be present in the whole process. I don't know that I'll be raising this much again.
No, well, not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. I'm going to take a break. But and just our team that's around us and just all of the people. And so I'm really trying to be present. I am looking forward to getting to the goal and to moving our neighbors home and to that piece of it. We don't know who's going to live there yet. So that'll be a fun piece and just all the different things that come with that.
It's like a lifetime achievement. I mean, if you get to do it again, then praise God. But that's a huge deal. It's going to make a major impact on what we're doing. All of us, not we as in the mission, but I'm looking forward to that. And I see Brad over here. He's got some of our graduates living at Eden Village, and I imagine we'll have some folks living with you and when the time comes, and that helps a ton what we're doing on the recovery end. So
I mean, it's just, I think it's such a unique model with having the supports right there. Walking with people. I think that's one of the things that I love about our housing stability team is
yes, me too.
There's no graduation date because we know people need community. And that doesn't stop. And for a lot of our neighbors and our friends, they've lost that community for whatever reason. And so we've got to rebuild that. We've got to build it deeper and wider. And it takes all of us wrapping around people for that to happen.
And that can be the danger of, I might be a mean way, of haphazard housing just for the purpose of housing, because you isolate someone, you can really choke them out. I mean, community is such an essential part of who we're supposed to be. So that's the beauty of those housing like you're doing it. And I'm excited for that. I've had to learn a new definition of what wraparound stability services, your housing support team are doing is wraparound service. I mean,
it's like the real deal.
The most important part is the community, and then whatever they're in need of, if it's food or if it's counseling, it's really cool to see it happening, and we're finally figuring it out.
No, I think we're getting there. I think the more that we see, sadly, the more we see people fail, the more we recognize how important that piece is, and so we kind of got ahead of the game on it before everybody else back in 2018 when we started looking at like, why is this not working? And so really,
well, at least you were admitting it.
Really leaned into it.
Some people still aren't admitting it.
I mean, it just you just have to you have to have those. And I said earlier this week, I think if anybody at any point has experienced homelessness, that community piece, something catastrophic is happening there where they need supports around them, whether it's first-time, short-term homelessness or long-term. People need community, and they need that wraparound. So we're
sort
excited
of biblical,
to get to do that.
but it's also very practical.
Yes.
So I know we agree on both fronts.
So I'm glad you're coming back to Way Home for Tulsa, and that you're there and a part. So
I want to be there. It's
all of those voices are so important, and they help us be stronger. So
I'm getting a sign over here that we're up. Our time is up.
Okay. Well, then we just need to go to lunch sometime.
I would love that. That. Let's plan on that. Thank you for coming again.
Good luck with this. Thanks for doing this and bringing awareness. Appreciate it.
If you have any observations, let me know. Appreciate it. Thanks you for all you do. Okay.
All right.
Well, I've been practicing, so. A lot of folks, I feel bad. We parked next to it's been a barrier for people to come get their water. So, and now if they were trying to make sure I'm worried about it. Thanks.
All right. Take care.
This is radio, no TV.
This is Brad right here, buddy. I know. This is the Brad that I know.
I stay pretty dirty.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. But the working man version, you're out working on the property today?
Well, a little bit, and then we're building a little house up in Osage Hills too. So I'm doing both. But I get dirty every day. So. Anyway.
I don't think it'd be hard to constrain you to not get dirty or get out and get out there and get in the middle of things.
And I forgot my hearing aids, so you'll have to speak up.
Okay, I will. Well, I know that
age.
Well, I appreciate you coming again. We got Brad from Eden Village, and you did our pilot in January. It hadn't been a year. I've been telling everybody, don't worry, it hadn't already been a year. It was just January, but it was definitely, the weather was different, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember it being that cold, but it's hot now.
It was 26 degrees that night because I was out here. I promise I remember. But a lot has changed for you during this year. You were just maybe breaking ground. Remind me where you were and where you are.
Last year we were getting ready to open our first pod of 9 homes. We were building 7 pods or groups of homes, of 9 homes each. It had been a long process to get to that point where we were ready to welcome our first 9 folks in right before Christmas. So that's where we were last year, and since then we've opened up 3 more pods. So as we're finishing these homes, we're adding people as we speak.
Right.
We've got had over 700 applications so far.
Oh my goodness. How many people are living there now?
Right now, I believe we've got 36.
36.
And then
that represents, tell everybody what a number of a pod is.
There's 9 homes, tiny homes
per pod.
in each pod of home or neighborhood. Or and then we've got 3 more. One is finishing up construction. We'll hopefully within a week or 2 start welcoming our first guests into that one. And then we've got 2 more that are either done or getting ready to be done. So we hope to have all 63 done. We were hoping by Christmas, but probably won't happen. We'll have 6 of those done. So we should be at 54 is the plan by Christmas, and then January, February we'll bring in the next.
But that's a pretty good pace. I don't know if you'd consider it ahead of pace, but I don't know what you were planning by the end of this year.
I was a little naive at first. And
weren't we all?
Yeah, exactly. And so I thought we would be further
the cost
along.
Of things.
But there's just construction delays.
Yeah.
The infrastructure was a lot more than what I had bargained for because, I'm not a builder or developer by trade.
Yeah.
So I've learned a few things. We've gotten great support. So the weather has been a factor. Yeah. But, it's all in God's hands, so it's in His timing, so it's good.
Right. Good. What are some of the things, the good, the bad, the ugly that you're seeing out there? I mean, providing housing for folks that need community and need additional support and accountability is wonderful. But how's that? Tell me something good.
Well, every time, like today, we welcomed a new resident. I don't even know who it is because I'm kind of not involved in that process. Yeah. So we're bringing in a guy, I believe it is, that's been on the streets for over a year. I mean, our focus are on the chronically homeless. Is the people that need the most help.
Right.
So they have to have some income to pay $350 a month bills paid. So most of our folks have either a mental or physical disability or maybe a part-time job. Even a couple have full-time jobs.
Sure.
So they've got to have skin in the game. So $350 a month bills paid, and they have to obey community rules.
Sure.
It's a drug-free, crime-free community, so they have to agree to do that.
Yep.
That's a challenge. It will always be a challenge, as we know. But
it's a challenge with everybody. I don't.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't admit it.
Yeah. That's the reality, as you know, in the world that we are working in.
Yeah.
But so far, it's gone pretty well. Community is developing. Some people are more outgoing and do more than others. Some kind of like to be to themselves, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of a tiny home community. When they have their own little home, no shared walls, they have a front porch. They can be as private or as outgoing as they choose. So they're people. So, but by and large, they're getting along well. Anytime you take 36 people and put them together in a community, you're going to have issues. I mean, 36 people in a family are going to have issues. 36 people on a football team are going to have issues.
That's right.
But then with our folks, they, as you know, bring all kinds of baggage with them. But by and large, they're doing pretty good.
Tell me about present and future. I know you have, you want to staff it up more, but tell me about the community center and things that you're doing there and farm and all that stuff that are going to help create that culture you're looking for.
Right. The community center is just that. It's a community center. That's where our offices are. We have a small staff of 5 folks right now. That's where our offices are. Kind of tight, but we're making it work.
Right.
The laundry facilities are there where our folks have 24/7 access to come in and do their laundry. That's all provided for them.
Right.
They're doing a great job of maintaining that, keeping it in order. We have 3 private offices for folks like Family and Children's Services, for example, are coming over a couple times a week to do what they do. We have medical folks. Celebrate Recovery, we hope will be there in the community center sometime very soon. We have churches and small groups and other folks come over and do things, have meals and just get together and just do fun stuff. We have a group that comes over and once a month or so and they sing songs and our residents participate in that, some of them. So that's where a lot of the action takes place, and that's where community develops. We're getting ready to do a farm.
I saw pictures of goats and stuff.
Yeah. We've already got 7 goats. And last night was the big. We've been keeping them over in the dog pen with our two livestock guardian dogs, getting them acclimated. We had a third one.
They're getting big now.
Yes, yesterday was moving day.
Okay.
So we put them over in the farm, in the paddock where we had. They got out.
Oh no! Just like goats do.
It's a farm. Hey, it happens.
Yes, it is.
So the dog that we rescued, it was basically a homeless dog.
Okay.
A Great Pyrenees, which is what we need.
Yep.
It dug out. The goats followed. So Jack was chasing down goats early this morning. So I think we've got it all figured out. So
hot wire time.
Yeah, we've got electric hot wires out there, but I guess they found a way to go around that or something.
Wow.
But you know, it's
smart.
a farm.
Yep.
We'll have bee. I know you're into beekeeping. We've got a guy that I think is going to do bees.
Okay. Good.
And make honey. We'll have cut flowers. We'd have blackberry bushes planted right now around the perimeter.
Yeah, I remember when you said you're putting them in.
Yeah, about 250. They've done okay this year. They'll produce a little bit of a crop next year, but the following year
they're going to be
they'll be loaded up, and that's when we'll really get our residents involved in caring for the blackberries, harvesting those, and then selling those to the public. You know, our goal is to, whether it be blackberries or cucumbers or cut flowers or chicken eggs, we'll have about 150 layers by next spring.
Wow.
Our goal is to get our residents involved in little micro businesses, teach them how to do stuff, teach them how to sell, and then where they can make money. Because we think that work has dignity, and that's part of the healing process.
That's right.
So
it's therapy, just being out there, but also learning skills.
Absolutely.
It's a win-win.
And you know, it's been proven that digging in the dirt is therapeutic for our mental health. Getting outdoors in the sunshine, unless it's July and August, it's 100 degrees, then maybe
October,
not so.
When it's 82, it's pretty warm.
Exactly. But you know, we've got 3 big old native pecan trees down there. They're huge. Give a lot of shade. It's the farm. What we'll call the restoration farm, we hope is going to be just that, a place where they can be restored. So we'll have a wood shop down there. And make things out of wood. Take old wood that's worthless. And transform it into stuff that our residents can make something beautiful, useful, and sell.
Well, that's great. That's a good idea. I've heard these things from you a long time ago. Remember that? But you've been faithful to the vision, and it's coming to pass. And I couldn't be happier for you. And it's God's clearly got His hand on it, and I appreciate that we have less than a handful, but maybe 3 or 4 of our graduates that are living with you guys now.
Yeah, we've got a few that I know of that are John 316 graduates. So they're doing well.
Good.
And
I think one
you
of
know,
them
they're kind of mentors for other
good.
folks.
Good.
That's what we're hoping for. Because when they come from your program, they know some. They're stable.
Their toolbox is starting to get heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
We want them to get a full toolbox.
Yeah. So now they can utilize those tools that they've learned from you all to help other folks that didn't have that opportunity. Because we have
good to hear.
A lot of folks that, I mean, they come in beat up physically, socially, mentally, spiritually.
Hopeless.
And with all these issues, they just need some help.
Yeah, they need support until hope grows, right?
Yeah,
that's what we say about the farm. When you get them out there and get working, get in the sunshine, hope starts to grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like it does the green stuff.
Yeah.
But what are you excited about? I know you're still building your place, but what's on the horizon? Or are you just looking forward to getting that done and taking a breather?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's been, I started this process really, as you know, about 3.5, 4 years ago when I started volunteering at the mission. And I would sit down at the tables and ask your folks, hey, tell me your story. And for the first time ever, really, I had a face-to-face conversation with a person that was experiencing homelessness. And that's where really God began to pull me and lead me into this deal, was at the mission.
Right.
And so I talk about that often. And we have Kenneth, one of our guys that I met, is one of our residents now.
Okay.
He does metal work. And we hope to have a metal shop there for Kenneth and others to make stuff at some point in time. So, we're looking forward just to getting this complete. I mean, thankfully, the infrastructure, the land, the buildings, it's all funded somehow. I mean, we've got the funds for that. We're continually, as you know, raising money for operating funds.
Oh, yeah.
Because
that's the hard part.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we don't just give them a key and wish them luck.
Right.
We have to provide the support, the staff. We pay the bills, we pay utilities, we pay insurance, all that stuff that we need. So we're always needing support to fill that gap between what our residents pay and what our true operating costs are.
And you have a website, Eden Village?
Yeah, EdenVillageTulsa.org. It's all on there. So we're just looking forward to getting it complete, and then getting full of 63 people.
Right.
For me, I'll kind of sit back and take a breath.
Yeah.
And
rightly so. You earned it.
Yeah, and just
be
more in the background.
Yeah.
And enjoy our staff and get to know the folks. I mean, I haven't been able to really get to know them as well as I would like. I know a lot of them.
Yeah.
And that's the fun part.
Sure.
Is getting to know them and developing those relationships. So that's what I look forward to.
Good.
Is not going and getting dirty and working every day.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
And going to just hang out with our folks.
Yeah.
So.
Amen to that. Well, we're getting down to the end of it here, but I have the most important question of the day. I've been asking everybody: Are you Texas or are you OU? You know, that's this weekend.
Well,
or do you not give a? Do you not give a?
Neither.
Yeah, there should be a category for that.
I was an OSU Cowboy. I still am, but we don't want to talk about
Oklahoma
that.
State.
Sure.
Yeah, I know. I wish I had something to add for them on that topic, but they're having a hard go of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
They'll get back.
Yeah.
Brad, thank you for what you're doing. I have tickle pink that's come together and got us graced you and got you what you need to get it going. And I'm happy on behalf of those that we serve that things are going well and appreciate all that you do.
Well, it's our pleasure, and this is a community problem, and it takes a community to really make a difference. And so I try to look at, we're all in this together.
Yep, we are.
So that's how we try to roll.
Yep.
So
I appreciate you coming by and getting out of the dirt. That means something when a man get out of the dirt and come see you. Because you got to have your dirt time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And my tractor time.
Oh, yes, that too.
Okay, thanks, Steve.
Take care, brother. Until next time. See you before you. They go by quick right now.
Good to see you. You too. Come out and see us. You've got an open invitation to come out and kick the tires.
Okay, I will. I'll do that. Take care, brother.
Thanks so much, Brad. That's the sports there. Penny's watching this today. Stephen, this is Penny. She's volunteered for a long time.
How are you? Thanks for coming out. It's a little toasty. We weren't anticipating that.
That's okay. I like it.
Okay, good. Me too. Sorry about getting in the water fountain way.
I think we've met. I mean, I know I've met your dad. I've been doing this for, kind of started in 2009.
Okay.
Yeah.
By doing this, for those listening, you're a volunteer for the mission.
We ready?
We're on my mic, so we might as well.
Hello.
Yeah, you're already on, so we can be as casual. We can be casual. That's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, 2009, you said that's a good run.
We moved here from Indiana in 2007.
Okay.
And started going to church, and we live in Owasso. We started going to church at Freedom.
Okay.
And
so
I remember.
I was a member back more close to around then. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Prior to that, I guess.
Anyway, so I remember one Sunday, Lee Bartell was speaking about the opportunities at John 3:16.
Okay.
And being new to the state and serving in the past, I thought, hey, this might be a great opportunity for me. I mean, just to go and serve and see what's available.
Yeah.
And so about 2009, I started over at the Family and Youth Center.
Okay.
And I worked in at that time it's so much different now, but it was like the grocery store.
Right.
And I met a little lady, I bet you know her, Miss Dorothy.
Oh, yeah.
And we just
Was Miss Dorothy still there in 2009?
Yes.
That had to have been near the end of her coming,
Yes. She was, I can't remember if she was at her close to 80 or whatever.
But Bob had passed away.
Well, I worked with her before he passed away.
You did?
Yes.
Good.
And I just fell in love with her.
Oh, how could you
and,
not? I love,
so that's kind of my connection.
You have good, maybe if you got a handoff from her, then that's
priceless. And then I met, at that time, Megan Thompson was working for your dad. I think, I don't know.
She didn't ever work for him. She worked with me.
Oh, it was you?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Your assistant? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I met Megan at that point and worked there. I did some volunteering at the after-school program there, and we did summer school.
Yep, summer kids camp.
Yeah, and that was kind of the first time. It's really like that type of ministry at John 3:16 at the Family and Youth Center was really kind of my first introduction into kind of what inner city youth might look like over the Family and Youth Center. And a couple of things that still to this day really are tender to me is I remember at the working in the summer school program. There was a little girl, and I worked kind of with kindergarten and first grade, so those precious little ones. And
you had to have met my wife. She taught in summer kids camp if you were doing some of the summer.
So it was the reading program and you certified teachers. But there was this little girl, and I wish I remembered her name, but I don't. But I remember that she would always like during the class, she would have her put her little head down on the desk and just really tired. And we kind of had a break, and I asked her, like, why are you so tired? Did you not get a good night's sleep last night?
Oh boy.
And she said, no, they were up watching TV on the couch. And
that's her bed.
And I said, well, couldn't you go to your bedroom? And she goes, no, that's where I sleep.
Yes.
So that was like the first kind of like shock to me that these kids don't even have a bed to sleep in. And so that was just eye-opening to me.
If we counted all the kids sleeping on beds as homeless, the numbers would be so shocking to the citizenry of our country.
Yes.
Because there's a lot.
Yes. And then there was another, the after school, we would kind of help them with their homework. We'd go out and play on the playground with them. And there was a little girl, a couple of times I would see like her shoes were twice as big as her little foot. And she would say, oh, I had to use my, I don't have any shoes, I just use my sister's shoes. And then one time she said, can I have your gloves? And, we were outside, it was kind of cool. And I said, sure. I mean, these kids don't have anything. And it was just a real eye-opener.
Well, I'm glad it's been eye-opening, but hopefully blessing at the same time.
I mean, that's makes it easier. I mean, knowing, the privileges that we have versus the struggles that many families have. Makes it easy to donate. So anybody out there, donate to John 3:16.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
After that, I worked there, just volunteered there for a few years, and took a little break when my parents were sick, and then came back and wanted to still do something, and that's when we started serving at the mission here, meal service.
Here at the shelter.
Yes, here at the shelter. I was just here. We were just here last night. We're the second Wednesday of the month.
Sorry we didn't get it synchronized better.
That's okay. Hey, it works out. And so I've been doing that. Started out just sharing with another team, and they kind of dwindled, and we kind of took over that. And I've learned quite a bit just serving. I think everybody should know that even though you're serving and helping people, you're the one that changes, or you should be able to change by your experience. And I feel like I've learned so much from our guests that we serve, to the staff. Can I share a few things that just some experiences?
This is your time. We got like 7 minutes or something.
Okay.
So yeah, sure.
So when we started serving the meal service here at the mission, the men's mission, they don't do this anymore, but they used to. This would have been about 2011, 12.
Okay.
So as our guests, after our service, the people come in, as you know, and they check in, they go to chapel, we serve them a meal, and we're kind of busy cleaning up. And then as we leave as a group, back when I first started, you would walk through And the guests would be sitting kind of in the lobby as you go in, as they check in.
Yeah.
And they would start clapping. And the very first time that happened, did you ever know that, remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
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 And so
you guys helped them out.
They started clapping.
Yeah.
And I felt so humble by that, because I'm like, why are you clapping for me? I'm going home. I have a bed. I have a home.
Yeah.
I have food. I don't have food insecurity. And I just was so humbled by that.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
and I think, you know, all of our team were like, oh man, they shouldn't be clapping for us.
Yeah,
we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
We're just willing servants. And anyway, so that was kind of the first experience of that humility of just going out there. I mean, it makes a huge difference in your life.
Yeah.
Just to be able to do that. And then some of the other things is just from staff, just learning, like, you know, you're trying to do a meal service, and there's quite a few people that come through, you know, 120, 140, sometimes even more.
Yeah.
And you kind of get in the rut of, oh, I need to go as fast as I can. And our new meal service manager, Chris, he, I just remember talking to him, and he was like, hey, you don't need to rush. This is, you know, and I try to do this anyway, but he goes, show them your love. Look them in the eye. Yeah. Talk to our guests. Hey, they're here. There's no need to hurry.
Yeah.
And that really made a difference too.
That's
just
cool.
knowing that, you know, we're trying to serve them, but yet they like to be engaged with people and talk to people, and we ask them. I like to ask them how was chapel, and
just share humanity.
Yeah. And
like
that was another life lesson.
It's the question goes back to the question, who is my neighbor, right?
Yes, for sure.
They're my neighbor, just like my person next door.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
There is and sometimes these guests, they come like for years.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've seen the same people for years.
Yeah.
And there was a man that he would come through. He's not coming anymore, but he came for years. Mm-hmm. And he would be very stoic. And it was kind of like my life's mission when I served. It's like, I'm going to get this man to smile and talk to me.
Okay.
So every time he would come through, I like to be at the end of the line that hands them their tray. Okay. And then I always talk to him and
the hospitality touch.
Yeah, I like to do that.
That's good.
And
I bet you're good at it.
So anyway, I would just talk to him, and one time I kind of started joking with him, and he cracked a smile.
Oh no!
And it made my day.
I bet.
It was like, and then after that,
Did you tell him? Did you tell him?
I did.
Okay.
I said, hey, it is so good to see you smile. And then after that, we just had a connection.
Yeah.
And it was really, really special.
I love that. Those are good stories.
Yeah. So it's made an impact. You know. Yeah. I know it's actually a privilege for us to volunteer, because there's a waiting list for people that want to serve here at the mission.
Yeah, on those server groups there are,
Yeah, so we feel very blessed.
When you say we, you said us, just tell me who, because you were doing it, sound like you're kind of on your own at the family center maybe.
I was.
But now you have it.
I have my team.
Where are they from?
We're kind of from all over.
So just friends?
Friends. A lot of friends from Owasso.
Okay. Not necessarily a church group, just different.
No, because we all go to different churches. It's kind of interesting. We all kind of connected.
You're the Mavericks from all your respective churches.
Yes, we are. And then we're getting some new people pulling in, and it's it's a great team. We all love to serve. We all, you know, this is a special time for us, and we enjoy. After our service, we go out to eat.
Good. I hear that a lot. Yeah.
And I have one other quick story, and that happened in January.
Okay.
So, like I said, our team goes out after we serve.
Yeah.
And we went out to a local, right across from the ball field, a local Mexican restaurant.
Yep.
And I think almost our whole team was there. We had about 10 of us.
Okay.
And we're just sitting down and eating.
Yeah.
and enjoying our meal. And then this couple get up and they're ready to leave, and the man said, "I noticed that you all had your John 3:16 volunteer shirts on."
Huh.
And, he said, "The Lord just told me to do this. That he wanted me to give you something." So he hands, it wasn't me, but one of our other team, he hands him a pile of cash.
Oh my.
And then they walk out. And he said, I just felt like this is what God wanted me to do.
Buy your dinner? Is that what he was thinking? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
But then we started counting the money.
Yeah.
He gave us $500.
Oh my goodness.
And
that's more than dinner.
And we were shocked.
Yeah.
So we all agreed that we wanted to donate the money back to the mission, which we did.
That doesn't surprise me, but thank you for that. That's a cool story. I had not heard that before.
Yeah, that was back in January.
Okay, I love that. January is when we did this last time, so
okay.
I'm glad that it was a lot cooler.
So,
but that's a cool story.
Yeah.
I love hearing from folks, especially our groups, that how it's going, and sometimes I only hear when something's gone sideways, so I love it when things are going good, and it's not always easy, I know, or it can be discouraging on some nights when you see something that's really tough.
Yeah, we did. I have seen some very sad.
Yeah, even the
sad
kids,
things.
They might be smiling, but when their shoes are 2 sizes too big, or they're not getting any sleep, it breaks your heart.
Oh, it does.
The resilience that it requires to continue serving is godly, and we appreciate seeing it.
So, yeah.
Well, we're at the end of our time. It really blesses me that you came to share this. And I don't know if you knew what you're getting into, but we're just sharing with our people that follow the mission on camera and on live stream. What it's like around here, and that there's good things going on in the world of poverty and homelessness, and trying to focus on godly compassion and all those things. So thank you for all that you do.
Oh, you're welcome. It's really, I feel so blessed to be able to serve. So thank you, Stephen.
Good to have time with you.
Yeah, appreciate your time.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Yep, thanks for being here.
Sure. Okay. Well, that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That clip, because that magnetic is not going to go.
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay, perfect. At least on top like that, that way.
I mean, you could mount it here, whatever you do.
I actually don't mind it right there, as long as I pick up. Is this bar like that? I might just do it like that.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, let's be as sturdy as possible. Let's try to get it on the bar right there. That's perfect. Right on the inside.
Are these on?
Yep. Mine's on. It should have been on there. Try to get it, turn it that way a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Cool.
Thank you. Yep. I felt I was looking at the mic instead of the person, so I asked them to move them down a little. It's a little better.
Very good.
That's way better.
Cool.
Sorry, it's warm, man. We could have never anticipated.
Hey, it's good to see you, brother. All right. I'm doing well. And you? Yeah.
Bert Mumlo's texting me, and the sheriff is texting me back. Okay, I'll figure this out. Well, you didn't do this in the pilot, so
I did
may
not
know what you're getting into.
Not really. No, I met with John Mark, and he asked me, and I told him, I don't know what I have to contribute other than ignorance, and he said that's great.
No, I can ask questions and we can wing it. No, it's all good. We're really just getting multiple perspectives on, and having conversations about what, how homeless is impacting all of our community. So that for your congregants and your folks, that's going to be a different story, and so it's certainly relevant to the conversation. And I'm also here to answer questions or take a beating or whatever. You know, sometimes people are frustrated. They've been giving a long time and not seeing progress or not understanding what's going on. And there's always an answer for that. And sometimes I need to be able to answer.
Yeah, all kinds of, just brokenness.
Right.
Really.
That's a good way to put it.
So yeah, I mean, we feel it very much. Our church has had, people knocking on the door for years and years,
right.
And then felt some real negative impacts of that with copper getting stolen out of the AC units, and just a few months ago out of our light poles in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So we feel the brokenness for sure.
Yeah. That's hard.
Yeah. At the same time, our church is, we're not flush with resources.
Right.
Either.
You're in a humble spot there.
Or a ton of people, So,
right.
Yeah. I'm certainly. My thought coming into this really is just to treat it like a consulting opportunity, for where we're coming from. Like I said, in a hard spot, we're lacking resources, but people that have a big heart and they want to help, don't know how to help.
Okay.
So
we'd love to be a part of informing that process. I don't think a lot of resources is what it requires to be in a faithful, productive partnership. And it really is sharing a meal. That didn't cost a ton. With those, or building bridges and extending compassion. To the contrary of what resources might offer, our folks out in the highways and byways, encampments and otherwise, aren't under-resourced.
Yeah.
Even after the encampment sweeps that we just had, there's been a groundswell of, in some cases, toxic compassion that equips people to stay where they are. And we certainly don't support how things were done in that moment. Everybody deserves humanity and fair warning.
Yeah.
But there have been
Can I double
please.
click on toxic compassion? How would you define that?
Well, there's a lot of lessons we can learn from a lot of different gospels that we don't have time to cover in 15 minutes. But there should be a tension in as we characterize it, in how we share resources with folks. That leads to relationship, connection, and awareness of a better way. I don't believe God created people, although they're free to do that as American citizens, to stay out in encampment using drugs that lead to, as the enemy would use it, from my frame of worldview, a lot of times a co-occurring mental illness issue. Wherever the cart or the horse on what caused that, the drugs don't help, and they are prevalent.
Yeah.
And so I don't believe that's an abundant life, as God describes it, and as Jesus instructed us. Abundant life is living in community and in our right mind. And so anything that for an extended period of time that equips someone to stay in their spot forever and without creating any tension or any call to something different, I think could be characterized as toxic compassion at some point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying making people go hungry, but I don't believe we need to be taking new tents and sleeping bags, on a continual basis. So there was some good that came from the sweeps. Not that, again, I would never do it that way. but it brought in 60 new people to the mission that weren't here before, and some of them have stayed. And are going into recovery and into program and into housing. And so, that's just making lemonade from lemons. That isn't something I would ever prescribe reoccurring. Anyway, how is it affecting your? I want to hear from you. You can hear from me anytime, but how can we help you? What has been your experience there with the Quick Trip and the the hotel?
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, the whole. I mean, in many ways, the whole community surrounding that 11th and Garnet intersection
it's pretty infamous.
It just makes it hard on everybody around. So there's a Lewis and Clark Elementary School is right there, and just steps away from where people are picking up their kids. There's someone strung out, asleep out in the on the grass. Or businesses that can't succeed. There was a Sonic right there that they closed their doors, and now it's all boarded up.
Which hardly ever happens on a Sonic, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's really unheard of.
Yeah, so I think it just, you feel I don't know, people start avoiding the area, really, I think is what people do. I mean, I would imagine most of our church members probably don't go to that Quick Trip. Just because being there feels...
And the sweeps didn't really clean up your area there. It's not
No, I mean, we have the 169 and 244 overpass that they were clearing, clearing that out.
There's other green space there that people are camping in,
So I mean, like a really small scale way that we feel it. Someone shows up probably once a week. And I think probably why it feels like a resource question is because that's what they ask for.
Right.
Of course, that's what
that's how they see
ask
you.
for. And at the same time, I think a lot of people have that tension in their heart of, I want to help, but I don't know if giving, or I don't think I've become convinced that giving money would help.
Right.
See, I don't know. Like what would you?
Did they give you
think of
Hope
as a playbook on?
Well, Beth's going to bring us a couple Hope Waters here, and we used to do a card for panhandlers or those that were looking for resources.
The little business card.
Yeah,
I have some of those.
We've moved to this, for those on screen, it says Hope Water on there, and it has a QR code. A lot of our homeless neighbors have phones. I don't know if you know that or not, but that's paid for by or some sort of entitlement so that they can be reached by casework. It's not a bad thing. Once they're in the pipeline for housing or whatever, they can be reached and get housed and get casework or go to appointments. But this allows them to call us, the phone number's there, and they can get a ride, come to the mission anytime. Now, unfortunately, people don't, you're welcome to that, people don't always take us up on it. But those that are living that panhandling life and getting them, having some success.
And I think that's where the difficulty comes, is what it feels like is that so many people that are in this situation, they've just withdrawn from society. Right. So that's hard.
That's hard. I think there will come a day when that element are numerically significant enough that we're going to have to go back just the way we did things some years ago and compel people. I'm all for civil rights, but when those are affecting others and it's to your own detriment, that's hard. That's hard.
So and that's kind of what I was thinking coming in, is there's a micro scale in which everybody feels this with someone asking for help and not knowing what they're going through, and if that help will be used for good or evil. And then there's the macro scale of the policies that are in place, and I would imagine a lot of our people probably just feel paralyzed on how to be engaged. And in probably in a lot of ways I feel that myself.
Well, we have some some events we used to do that we probably need to get back to doing that were informational. A lot of youth groups will participate and create some awareness, and I think we're at that point again where we need to do more on education. I have found that the more I tell people dogmatically anything about whether they should give money to somebody or not, they'll do the opposite. It's just the American way. So I just try to inform people on the statistics of those that are truly struggling with a severe mental health issue or substance abuse disorder, and then they can do the math. because data's data.
Yeah.
And that way I'm not preaching at them, and I'm not contradicting the Holy Spirit's messaging to their heart. That's not my business as a pastor, even.
So this tells me that the answer that you guys would recommend is don't give money, don't give cash.
I'd rather you didn't. There's ways. But still, people that have that inclination are going to find a way to. They'll take them a goodie bag, and so we even have lists of what's appropriate for that. You know what stores sell alcohol and what don't. McDonald's gift cards are pretty good. McDonald's doesn't appreciate us saying that. So it just gets hairy however we suggest it. But there are things that people can use on a temporary basis that are out there. Water never hurts anybody. That's why we settle on water. There's there are other things that we can do to meet frontline needs, but continue to challenge people and speak vision into life. So that there's a better way. And so that's continual on those visits and those outreaches that we're saying, are you ready? Are you don't wait till you're sick or you're hurt or somebody crashes your camp and steals your stuff, whether that's the governor or the bad guy next door. Don't wait for that. Let's come do something better and just continue to speak that vision until the Holy Spirit guides them and breaks through. The hard
Which
part
requires
of that
relationship.
That's right. It requires time and relationship and prayer and buy-in, and we'll continue to do that. But if we can't, in the meantime, be equipping people to continue to use drugs, which some of the harm reduction models that are out there for bringing those resources to people. I think we're at the end here. Bringing those resources to people is also just evil in and of itself. That isn't compassion. That isn't dignity, and that isn't what's right. It doesn't do anything but prolong suffering. And so what I would offer to you all, if you're at this stage of frustration, it sounds like even you and they, is we can come speak to your folks and encourage them on the things that we agree on, and what God's Word says, and then practical ways to get involved as being part of the solution.
And that frustration in some ways probably captures it, but I think in more than anything it's a sense of at a loss for how
rightly so. Don't get me wrong. Frustration is justified at the least. So that's what part of why we're doing this is to all admit this is frustrating. This isn't moving in the right direction fast enough. What is going on? And I'm big boy. I'm good to hear that. I'm frustrated a lot of ways. I don't think we need to be driving paddy wagons around and forcing people here, but at the same time, we want to create tension and move the needle and be part of the solution. And we're working hard towards that. And we appreciate partnership and the trust that people put in us. You all, whether it's prayer, support, volunteerism, or just us helping you. Either way, it's appreciated, and I appreciate you coming out, not knowing what you're getting into.
That's all right.
It's a blessing.
No, I appreciate y'all. So anything I can do to come alongside you, I want to help.
Well, anybody in your neighborhood, Garnet Road Baptist, go visit Sunday.
Praise the Lord.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care, brother. You too.
Take those with me.
Thanks. Hey. Are you up?
I'm up. I'm up to bat.
I've been asking this question. This is the final, most important question.
Yeah. We know what it is.
Yeah, sure. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Woo! It's a little different feel, a little
It is
different
a
vibe.
little different. I was hoping you remember. It was what, 35 in the daytime, 26 at night, or maybe 40 in the daytime.
Oh man,
It wasn't bad in the daytime.
Would you have preferred last year's weather?
I did.
You prefer last year?
Yeah.
But it was cooler.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't
cool.
it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was way cool. And it was January.
Yeah. I like that.
It's
nice.
This is my new. Be about it.
I love it.
The urban thing.
Yeah.
Be about it.
It's good.
Yeah. It's the fall theme for my speaking engagements.
Thanks for the invite.
Yes. Yeah. One more time. I've been telling all of us old folks that don't worry. It doesn't feel like it has been a year because it hasn't.
Yeah.
It was January. So.
Okay, that's right.
It will be an annual event going forward, but that was the pilot.
Yeah.
and that went well. So now there's 120-something mission CEOs sitting on the bench all around the nation. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
And tomorrow being World Homeless Action Day, I can't keep up with all the days, but I should be able to keep up with that one.
Right.
It's pertinent to what we do. How are things going? Noe Rodriguez, Day Center COO.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah. Good to have you.
Yeah, I think you'll have Mac, our CEO, tomorrow.
Yep.
So
I get all the good guys.
Yeah, I get to steal some of his thunder.
No, yeah, please do. Yeah, let's just tell him. Noe already said that. Get you in trouble.
Things are going. Things are busy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of eyes on homelessness, and so you know, we have not kept our eyes off of it. We have been in it for years.
Yeah.
And so it's different.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing good work, and we are.
Agreed.
You know, seeing lives changed.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just a different field than it was even when I was at the mission. You know, 10 years ago. You know.
Has it been that long? Golly.
Yeah. But you know, the same thing stays true. You know, treating people with dignity.
Yeah.
And kindness and respect,
Yeah.
and walking alongside them, and providing support and care.
Yep.
That hasn't changed.
That's
We're
right.
still doing that. You know.
Can you believe you were the only homeless outreach team 10 years ago? You were running it for the mission. It wasn't even your job.
You know, we were doing this like 15. It's been like since 2009 or 2010 when y'all let me.
But up until you left, you were well, maybe there was some
we were
people
doing the point in time count.
Yeah, all of it.
All of
everything not non-institutional.
Yeah.
We were doing.
Yeah. It's amazing to see.
I can't even tell people that these days. They don't believe me.
Right.
When I tell them, you know what, who used to do that? Because probably wasn't the best idea.
But I mean, we did it, and we saw the need then. You know that this was a concern, and you know, y'all gave me the ability to go out. And
well, you had the right touch.
Yeah.
Still do.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, continue. Day Center.
Yeah, so you know, a couple years ago, we also put together an outreach team. You know, the Day Center had been, you know, focused on housing and shelter and stabilization.
Yeah.
And so a few years ago, we put together an outreach team, and we have about 15 staff, and we have Josh Sanders, our director, and so.
He's great.
Oh yeah.
He's the OG now.
Yeah, he leads with compassion, and at the same time, he is motivated to see people get off the streets.
Yep.
Help them navigate what they need to do. You know, whether it's utilize, you know, the John 3 and your men's program or housing. You know, we need all of it.
We do.
You know, and so. But yeah, that's going really well. We went about a couple years ago. We went to the Phoenix Rescue Mission and saw what they were doing, and kind of mirrored some of their outreach based on what we're doing.
Because they have MOUs with Quick Trip in Phoenix, right?
Yep. And that was kind of the catalyst for that. We asked what other markets were doing, and they gave us Phoenix as an example, and so Josh and I and Kelly Wilson, our director of our Blue Team, went out there to see it, and just really impressed with, you know, and it's pretty much the same thing what your outreach team does and what the Day Center does is, you know, making connections, building trust, and then, you know, helping clients navigate, you know, out of homelessness, out of being unsheltered, maybe into a shelter, into program, or into housing.
Yes.
And so
relationships that catalyze movement.
Yeah. But it doesn't happen without resources.
No.
You know, it doesn't happen without opportunities to, when clients are ready, to be able to pick up a phone and say, hey, do you have space? Is there treatment available? And
I'm
to
just
move.
realizing you called me like a week ago and I didn't pick up. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're all right. You're all right.
Hit me.
No, I actually called you because we're doing a lunch and learn, and we're gonna do it on Operation Safe, and just what the after effects, and I wanted to get your take on it. No, if you're still available, it's still open to you.
Let me know. Yeah.
Okay,
We'll get it
but you know, because we can't do this without each other.
Yeah.
We cannot do this work without partners and relationships. And so, the fact that you have my number, I have your number, have Hunter's number, that we can make phone calls that quick, and that our programs are working together, our agencies are working together, our nonprofits, so ministries. But it's needed because there's no one agency that can do it on its own.
That's right. What are you excited about? What's changing? What's growing? What are you looking forward to?
Oh, man.
Things you can say out loud.
Yeah. No, so we just got a HUD grant for more permanent supportive housing.
Oh, wonderful.
So we just hired a director, Tina Kathy. Okay. She'll be directing it. We're in the process now of building a team. Okay. And so it'll be for 75 permanent supportive housing units in our community. We're partnering with, of course, Housing Solutions and the Tulsa Housing Authority to provide units. Okay. And so we will be working with clients, pulling them off, the chronic by name list and providing services. It's been a long time since we've had a growth in our permanent supportive housing space.
What's your number now? You're adding 75 with proportionally.
It will be 100, for the day center, it'll be 105 once we're all full. That's how many units we're committing. We have about 18 at Hudson Villas, our apartment complex, and we have about 17 at Scattered Site. So I take that back; it'll be 110.
Yeah, but that's a big growth.
Yeah, for the day center for sure. Yeah.
What does the supportive element mean when you all do it? Because there are other people that do it differently. Yeah. So our model is that we understand that the case management when a client moves into housing needs to be intensive. Yeah. These are clients, these are individuals that have been out a long time. Yeah, and you want them to stay.
That we want them to stay.
Be successful.
They have complex, maybe mental health, health issues, mobility issues. And so our case managers are they're behavioral health case managers. Yeah. And so we have that kind of higher level support. We also work with, Grand Mental Health, Family and Children Services to provide additional support to our clients that move in. Yeah. And so Latasha Anderson, she's at Hudson Village. She's our director there. She does a great job pulling other providers together to provide support.
Good.
So let me see. There's a couple other things. We've also added 10 transitional units for our veterans. And so we're working with the VA. We started that about a year ago now. Yeah. And so, it's a 90-day program. They come in. We provide case management. We're working with the VA on housing and vouchers and those kind of things. And so our team has done a great job working with them.
Our local VA people are so good.
Oh, yeah.
They're so good.
Oh, yeah. I can't say enough about Melanie and Alice and Adam and the work they do there. It's a great program, and
numbers are the only group that really has gotten better the last 20 years.
It is exciting to see that if the community, if our city or state decided to end veterans homelessness, it could happen. Yeah, it could happen.
I love it.
You're right. Those numbers are.
Yeah. It's steadily always been encouraging.
Yeah. But it's their model that works.
Yep.
It's their model that provides. When you have, this is the great thing, when you have a program that has health care attached to it.
Yeah, that puts it head and shoulders above others right away, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then you have the support and the resources to get, whether it's mental health care, substance use treatment, it's all there. The VA has the services for their veterans when they're ready, and then they have the opportunity for housing and supportive services when they move in. So.
And I like to think, this is just me being subjective, but the structure that our veterans learn serving, they can lean on that. It provides an integral strength to them when they do decide. Yeah. But they know that they can lean on the strength that they've earned through their service, and it really helps them.
I believe that, and I believe that part of that is beginning. Once you build that connection with the veteran who has been kind of disconnected from the VA or VA services, and bring them into what the VA is doing now, you see that their mindset has changed.
Yeah.
Maybe the VA 20 years ago,
That's right.
30 years
really
ago
is different.
felt different than it does today.
Yeah.
And so
Rebuilding trust.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And you see that happening. And Adam and Alice and their teams, they do a great job of connecting with the veteran out there.
Alice is a boss.
Yep.
Alice, you're a boss. She cracks me up. Well, that's a lot to be excited about.
How about you? I want to know about John 3 and what I know y'all doing great things.
Well, I mean, the refuge has been the big thing, the last 20 years, really, and really just putting our head down and doing what we do as best we can. I mean, making sure. I don't know if you know this, but our new fiscal year started October 1, and as of October 1, Megan Thompson is the VP of Programs. Nobody's surprised by that, but that allows.
She's brilliant, by the way.
Yeah,
I mean, I know you know that.
Than I am.
I know you know that, but
so
exciting for her. Exciting for you guys.
Yeah, the board asked me to make some moves when I took over as CEO in 2023, and I told them I would. At the time, I said at least by the time I'm 50, I'll stop trying to do all this.
It's coming. It's coming.
It is. It's real soon. I'll turn 49 in the 18th. So it allows me to step into more roles that a CEO should be doing, and less COO things. And again, like I said, she's better at it and more intuitive in a lot of things, and I'm excited about that for the mission. So that's a big deal for us operationally, and allow us to focus in on. She's going to stay in the women's leadership role for a year.
Okay.
Do both. We've done that model before.
Yeah.
To keep the stability there and to find the right person for that over that period of time. We build leaders just like we hire for them, more often than hiring for them around the mission. So that process is ongoing, and I think they're giving me the wave around here. But in any case, I'm excited about that. And I don't really know what's next. We're really trying to reintegrate with the continuum. We've tried to navigate opioid funding and other funding options. We've done our bread and butter's been grassroots. We're supported by the people that are church people in large part that send extra to the mission every month. And so some of the other bigger chunks, they're kind of the easy part.
Right.
Where we're going to jump into those arenas in the next years, as long as nothing requires us to compromise who we are and what we do.
Let me tell you, I think you said you bought the land, 15, 20 years ago?
It was in 2012, so yeah.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, 2013,
I mean,
yeah.
That foresight to do that then?
Yeah.
To look now and see the opportunities that you have with over 100 acres and the possibilities there, that's amazing. So I'm excited about John 3 in the future of John 3.
Thank you. We have had the gauntlet thrown down by names you would recognize.
Yeah.
That we're the only ones that have the assets in play that can do something like San Antonio.
Yeah.
Those Haven of Hope kind of campuses, zero barrier through full recovery and housing, all on one spot.
Yeah.
So.
And a beautiful spot.
Yeah, God knows what He's doing, and so we'll figure that out. I always appreciate.
That's awesome.
Oh, we need to do lunch sometime
soon.
When is Noah getting married? Eli's got a date now too.
Oh, does? Okay, so Noah is maybe the end of May.
Okay.
So they're doing a destination wedding. Oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, a year.
Oh, okay. Next year.
Yeah.
December of next year.
September.
September
26th or 26th.
Okay. All right. You excited?
Sorry, Eli, I just shared your business.
Sorry, Noah, I just shared your business.
Limited invite list, everybody. Yeah, we'll talk about that, but we're getting old.
I love it. I love it. That's exactly. I'm excited for Eli. I'm excited for Noah. That's a big step, and both of them are great young men, and I'm ready to see them start their little family.
So we can retire and they can take over, right? As if. Love you, brother.
Love you too. I appreciate you asking me.
Yeah, I'll
be
praying for you as always.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I expect the same.
All right. Oh yeah. Thanks, Steven. Good luck to you.
Go Sooners. Go here.
Are you gonna sleep out here?
No, I'm staying up.
Break. Yeah, we got it.
Well, you got all that hair on your head. On your face, I almost didn't know who he was.
Let me get my stuff out of the way. And
Grab your stuff. Gatorade.
I'm gonna get it. That's okay.
Don't move those mics, okay?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm moving them.
Even though I'm real tall, but okay. I'll bend over.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, we ready? All right. So my name is Pastor Brian. I work at John 3:16 Mission, the Family Youth Center.
My name is Larry Harris. I'm with Tulsa Dream Center.
So we're just going to talk a little bit about what we do. And so I want you to tell me everything you got going on there at the Dream Center.
Man, we have a lot going on right now. We got our after-school program, which runs from 2 till 6:30, Monday through Thursday. And we pick up, we average about 125 kids. We give them a nice snack, and we do homework and some STEM programs and stuff like that. And then during the day, for our homeless, we have a free Medicare, pharmacist, hospital. It's kind of like, what you want to call it, it's kind of like a clinic.
Clinic, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a clinic. They come in, they don't have to have insurance, and you know, we got some doctors there that come and take care of their needs.
Yep.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have clothing giveaway. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we got clothing giveaway where you come in and sign in anytime from 8 till noon, and you can get clothing. You go to our clothing room, get some new tennis shoes or whatever we have, or any kind of clothing that we have, book packs and everything else.
Yeah.
So